A short while ago, I shared with you my love of the Dodo Pad, the diary which helps you through every year, even this one. 2021's diary is available now. There's a whole range of Christmas gifts because Dodo Pad have been spamming me endlessly on my Facebook timeline and I've loved every minute of it. Rebecca J looks after all of the world of Dodo and is with me now. Hello.
Hello, Jason. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And I trust, obviously, this is the bit where obviously diaries need to be sold in the run up to Christmas. They are the big thing to buy. It's an end of year present, it's a Christmas present, however you want to look at it. This is the point at which you want to try and organise your life with the special world of Dodo Pad as we head towards a brand new calendar. So, what has been going on? Because it's been a great year from a sales point of view, I hope, fingers crossed, in spite of everything else.
Well, it's been a very odd year, really. Um, we started the year not really sure whether we would even survive the year. Then the pandemic started and we lost our mid-year CAD pad production completely. So we had to think, how on earth do we give something to customers who want to be organised on a mid-year basis? And we had done all the work for the 2021 diary. So we got to April, pandemic, we just thought, you know what, keep calm, carry on. And we were a month late with the production, but our customers, when we sent an email out to them, were absolutely amazing because we said, please, if you can help and buy your diaries early, it would help us because we'd lost all our revenue from our mid-year titles. Mm-hmm. And they were incredible. And, you know, apart from the fact that we've all had very little to put in our diaries apart from Zoom meetings, messenger meetings, team meetings, no meetings, we're still here. And I really have just taken the view of keep calm and carry on. And I had COVID at the beginning of this pandemic myself. Mm-hmm. So I had a month to 6 weeks of living in a fog, basically. And I was never in hospital, but just carrying on as you do.
That's all you can do. It's very much a stoic way of getting on with it, but equally, working through what has happened this year has probably been the best way of keeping your head together. And this has also brought new things as well. I remember a little survey coming out a few weeks ago around a digital version of the Dodo Pad, the chance to carry it with you. And this is something which you can use alongside your paper version. You can then mirror it, take notes. And if you haven't, for some reason, I don't know why you wouldn't have carried your Dodo Pad with you everywhere, but you hadn't, but you've got your phone, make a note in the digital version, and then in the real thing, transfer it all across so you've got it to draw and doodle on too.
Yeah, I think people, I believe people will use it in different ways because everybody has a slightly different way of organising their lives. Some people, to be fair, have gone completely digital. And we've had a number of customers over the last few years who said, oh, couldn't you produce a digital diary? And I've always been far too busy doing the paper diary. And it was actually the pandemic that forced us into thinking, how on earth do we give our CAD pad customers the opportunity to have an CAD pad when we can't print it? I know we can give them a PDF that they can download. And so that was the start of the kind of move towards digital. And having done that and read up on it a little bit and realized that there were more opportunities, I started working with our designer towards creating a fully digital Dodo Pad. But my brief to myself was, this has to be something that gives you the look and the feel and the experience of the Dodo Pad, albeit digitally. And the other bit of the brief to myself was, it has to work on both iPhone, iOS, iPad, and also Android. And of course, the perfect way to do it is in a digital PDF, which you open in a pre-existing app. So that's what we did.
This is now a reality for 2021. The digital world is with us in the world of Dodo after, what is it, 54 years?
55.
55 this year. So
Yes.
it's it is 55 years have flown by. Obviously, you weren't there at the beginning, but for the last couple of decades, you've been at the helm, and this is a major step forward. So I believe you can actually share the look of this with me now.
I can.
In front of us, we have the 2021 Dodo Pad. It looks like the physical copy that I have waiting for me to unwrap on Christmas morning, and
It does.
it's so we can now turn the pages. Obviously, in app form, this is going to be on the screen of your device. We've got everything there. We've got the introduction, and I can see some tabs down the side.
Yep, you can basically just shoot instantly to the start of any month you like. You can go to the forward planner at the beginning. I can't do it on the screen. I'm sharing it with you, but when it's in your note-taking app, you can pinch it in and out, and we've got some tutorials on YouTube how to use it. You can also, I don't know, Jason, pick a date for me.
Well, I quite like the 3rd of March because I celebrate around then, a little birthday thing.
As you can see, 20th of May, that's my birthday. I just put in the 3rd of March. And do you see the little bar here?
Yeah.
So we've got some hidden type down the sides, and as soon as you pop in the 3rd of March, you get the 3rd of March popping up in your calendar. So you can search like that. As I said, you can search to the beginning of each month. And we've got forward planners. The other thing we've got is here, in the Dodo Pad, we have unusual anniversaries.
Absolutely.
So here, for instance, there's an opportunity to, in the app, it asks you if you'd like to go and look at a website that tells you more about that person or that event. Because I'm doing this on a PDF just to show you on my computer screen, it goes there straight away. So all of the anniversaries, everything is linked, so there's more information on St. David's Day, for instance, etc., etc.
And all of this alongside the fact you can doodle on your Dodo Pad like normal through your note-taking app too. And if you save that in your device, you could even print out these things if you wanted a physical paper copy and glue it to the real diary. But it is there as a ready reference, and you can have a digital version. And I suppose we could even type on our Dodo Pads now.
You can you can write with your finger, you can write with a stylus, you can type, and if you're like me, you can even dictate straight into it. So you use the text box and you put the cursor in, and then you use the little microphone icon on your device, your iPad or your tablet or your iPhone, and then when you've got all the information in the text box, you can pull the text box over into a square, or you can put it wherever you like. You can put pictures in there. It's boundless. We've also put in at the end a load of extra note-taking pages, both dot grid pages and also very, very faint square ruled pages. And in the apps, you can duplicate any of those pages and you can move them to wherever you want within the diary. So if you need an extra page for writing, a whole load of extra notes, more than you've got space on the left-hand page of that particular week, you can do it. And you can duplicate as many times as you like. So it's endless, boundless.
It sounds like absolutely brilliant fun. I've loved my Dodo Pad now for more than 20 years. I'm sure I've been having these things. I think the first one was mid-90s. It's an absolute treat to be able to have this digitally too. And there's a deal on for anybody who's already bought the paper version as well, isn't there?
There is. If you've already bought the paper version, or if you haven't bought the paper version, you get the option when you're buying it of a 50% discount. So if you haven't bought one, just go to the paper version, any of the paper versions, and in the list of related products below, there's an option to buy the digital one, and you instantly get that at half price. It shows up. It's £12 the full price, and obviously £6 the half price.
But for all the magic that works behind the scenes on that one, it's well worth it by the sound of things. And say whether you're using it on your iPhone or Android phone, and you've got on that screen there you can zoom in and out, or if you're on something like your Galaxy Tab or your iPad, then you can probably have the full thing the same size as you would on real paper as well.
Absolutely. I have it on my iPad, and I can transfer it through the cloud to my phone. So if I'm out and about, I can put something into my phone. When I come back, it's on my iPad. And the other thing is that I'm really fully aware that for some people this is a new thing, but they're interested. And if you can give them the ability to get into it without it being too scary. There are some people who are completely comfortable with note-taking apps, but I know there are also people who are just thinking about it. So we've got we've got 3 tutorials on YouTube. One of them is already up, the other 2 will be up very, very shortly, for Good Notes, Notability and Note Shelf, which are, we discovered in the research, the 3 most popular note-taking apps, and they work on, not all of them, but Note Shelf works on Android as well as iOS. And so it's a wonderful tutorial by Lucy, who's been working with me on this, who's got a brilliantly English voice as opposed to that American voice that you sometimes hear telling you how to do things. She's got a very calming voice, and she's made these videos brilliantly, and they're really easy to follow.
Well, I look forward to seeing those. I look forward to getting my hands on a digital copy. To avoid spoilers, I'm going to do that a little bit later on. So I've already seen more of 2021 than I'm probably supposed to so far. However, it's going to be a great way of utilising your digital space as well as enjoying your paper diary too, and keeping the Dodo Pad going so you don't end up as extinct as a dodo.
That's the plan.
That's the way we like it. Give us the details of the website where we can go to find out what's going on, and of course what to follow on all the socials.
dodopad.com. And there is, depending on whether you're on a phone or on a desktop, there is a direct link to go to the digital product, but you can also go to the main diaries where you will find the digital product. Dodo Pad on Facebook, at Lord_Dodo on Twitter, and also on Instagram.
So check out all the details there. Lord Dodo will be proud of you and of the work that's been done here. At Dodo Towers and the kitchen we're talking to you from at the moment. Keep up the good work, and we look forward to great things for many, many years to come, whether it's digital on paper or all the extra bits and pieces that you can get, including Christmas cards. So check it all out on dodopad.com. Rebecca J, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.